Every corner makes it to the gram. Air Residences from SMDC.
Progress. Travel. Excitement. A bright year to come. But it was not to be.
World health officials this morning are reporting the first coronavirus death outside.
The COVID-19 pandemic has changed the business landscape and shaken up the global economy. Companies closed. Many lost their jobs. But the one thing that it wasn't able to do was to stop our dedicated SMDC sales force with their mission to help the Filipino people find their dream homes and invest for their tomorrow. With a spirit of determination, courage, and perseverance, they rose above their own self-doubt and fought to keep the company standing tall. To our company frontliners who rose to the occasion, we salute you, SMDC Sales Force.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this momentous occasion. A night to celebrate people who, despite the challenges, set their minds on their goals and succeeded. A night to show that each and every person overcame whatever the last 2 years threw at them and made it happen. Indeed, what a year it has been, and what a sales force you have proven yourself to be. After the setbacks and hardships that tested not only our country, but the whole world, you have shown what it truly means to be world-class. Tonight, we recognize those who showed their strength in facing such challenges and exceeded all expectations. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the SMDC Sales Excellence Awards 2022. Good evening. To begin this year's Sales Excellence Awards, let us all welcome SMDC President, Mr. Jose Mari Banzon.
Good day, sellers. I'm happy to be able to speak to you in this occasion of honoring our top sellers. I believe that SMDC has the best sales force in the Philippine real estate industry. So we are in effect recognizing the best of the best. The awardees tonight truly deserve our respect and admiration. The last few years, from 2020 up to the present, have been the most challenging times not only for SMDC but for the world. For SMDC, the pandemic caused the loss of jobs and affected the cash flow of our buyers and potential buyers. The war in Ukraine resulted in severe inflation triggered by high prices of oil and other commodities. Severe lockdowns in China caused by the pandemic resulted in logistic problems, stalling factories worldwide. Inflation has been severe, resulting in incessant rise in interest rates. Many people have lost their jobs or will lose them as companies reduce their workforce. Many of our buyers will reserve their cash flow for the most essential items and will defer investments in real estate. For SMDC, this severe global slowdown will result in weaker sales and higher cancellations. You sellers have felt it in terms of weak sales and chargebacks. SMDC has felt it in terms of lower profits and less than optimal cash flow. Some of your colleagues have left us for other developers, enticed by higher sales positions. Perhaps they're thinking that these other developers will be spared from the global slowdown. Maybe they plan to sell in Mars. Whatever their reason for leaving, I wish them good luck and thank them for their contribution to SMDC. They, after all, were part of the reason for SMDC's success. For the great majority of you who are with us today, thank you for your continued trust in SMDC. I promise you will not regret it. No one will disagree with me when I say that SMDC continues to be by far the largest and most aggressive residential developer in the country. SMDC has an enormous land bank of prime properties not only in Metro Manila but in the provinces and secondary cities. In Metro Manila, for example, we have 10 hectares across Soler Casino, very prime. We have 7 hectares in the old Harrison Plaza area in Manila. We have 6 hectares in Ortigas, corner C5. We have 2 hectares in EDSA along Guadalupe and Makati. 2 hectares in United Nations Avenue, where the former Film Life building used to stand. 2 hectares along EDSA across Glam. And we have multiple sites in Makati. Not to mention that, remember, we have 78 malls all over the Philippines. I mean SM. And all of these malls, many of these malls have properties beside them. SMDC will build residential buildings next to them. This is further supplemented by the planned reclamation in Manila Bay. This will comprise 3 islands measuring 300 hectares, and that's expandable to 1,000 hectares. That's super prime. We're going to build a smart city there. Outside Metro Manila, SMDC owns thousands of hectares dedicated to horizontal development in Calabarzon, in Central Luzon, and in Southern Philippines. We also have joint ventures to develop townships, notably 33 hectares in the BGC area, 200 hectares in Carmona, and 40 hectares in Dasmariñas, Cavite. And we continue to negotiate for more joint ventures. There are other prestigious projects that I cannot disclose as yet, as they involve market-sensitive information and therefore are still confidential. But you wait for them because you'll be very surprised and very pleased with them. All prime projects. The common denominator of all of these properties they're all in prime locations. SMDC belongs to the biggest conglomerate in the country. By far, the largest market capitalization in the Philippine Stock Exchange is SM Prime and SMIC, number 1 and number 2, the 2 biggest companies in the Philippines, belong to our group. Our financial resources are enormous. Despite our size, we remain nimble and adaptable to changes in the market. As big as an ocean liner, but we operate like a jet ski. We are agile and we listen to our sellers. To give you an example, SMDC created MRB3, our non-battable product, when we assessed the market needed a more affordable product. In the first 5 months of 2021, last year, SMDC sold 8,000 units. Up to 60% of this was HRB and the balance MRB. So it's majority HRB. In the first 5 months of 2022, 1 year later, our sales increased to 11,000 units, from 8,000 to 11,000 units, or 33% up. But the component reversed. Up to 60% was MRB. And most of this MRB was MRB3. To think that we only introduced MRB3 in 2022, in response to your clamor for non-battable units. That's how fast SMDC adjusts the market. That's how agile we are despite our large size. We may be going through an economic slowdown like the rest of the world, but we have the resources and the resolve to weather through this turmoil. You, as the best and most aggressive sales force in the industry, and SMDC, with its enormous resources and land bank and financial muscle, coupled with a dynamic management team, we will pull through this together. SMDC will continue to launch projects that are sensitive to the market situation. We will continue to find ways to make your selling life easier, such as easy drawdown of iStaff, frequent release of commissions, enhancement of the online registration, Viber confirmation to help track buyers' payments. We will continue to provide you with marketing and backroom support. We will, of course, continue to recognize and reward the top performers, such as what we're doing today. Do not be disheartened by the current economic slowdown. With SMDC, you have the best possible partner any seller could wish for. Your market continues to be stable. The Philippines is the only country with 10 million overseas workers distributed in all major continents and in varying professions. A sizable chunk of our OFWs are in the Middle East, which is one of the beneficiaries of the high oil price. The housing shortage remains acute, with a shortfall of 8 to 10 million units. So many things are going in your favor. You just need to soldier on. Let's work together in aiming for bigger sales and in also managing our buyers' cancellations. We hope that many more of you become sales awardees next year. Before I end, I'd like to congratulate again our awardees for this year. You generated not only big volume of sales, but also sales of good quality. All sellers should emulate these top performers. Working together, we will make SMDC retain its spot as the country's top developer. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Banzon, for that inspiring message. After a challenging year that we all faced, it is now time to celebrate pillars in our SMDC sales force, those who braved whatever challenges were thrown at them and who stood their ground. It's time for the moment we've all been waiting for. It is time for the SMDC Sales Excellence Awards 2022. The different awards for tonight reward the person with the highest net sales on all active accounts, with a minimum of 3 MAs paid until April 30, 2022. Here are the different award category levels. Top 15 Sales Directors, Top 15 Associate Sales Directors, Top 15 Property Specialists, Top Deputy Sales Head. On to the winners of our different categories is the Top 15 Sales Directors. Here are the finalists. Nico Alfonso L. Amistoso, Marichelle C. Mendiola, Susan S. Magano, Alfonso Jose B. Ungson, Dennis C. Evangelista, Maria Emelisa M. Piatco, Pedro C. Apat Jr., Gino Angelo R. Macapagal, Florida C. Vallespin, Luison Rafael P. de Guzman, Aurora May D. Glodoviza, and Carlo Y. Guray. A round of applause, please, for our finalists. And here are our winners, beginning with our top 3 winner, Michael Ian L. Natanawan. Our top 2 winner, Jefferson B. Kizo. And our top 1 sales director is Angelica L. Garcia. Congratulations to our top sales directors. Moving on to our next category, it is the top 15 associate sales directors. And here are our finalists. Jason A. Kumaka, Lani F. Liberato, Francesca Gale M. Alzona, Jerome Z. Domingo, John Regison T. Calusan, Rachel S. Baltazar, Annalyn P. Santos, Sheila E. Flores, Joseph M. Sangala, Wildan F. Blanza, Deborah C. Angeles, and Ronald Chong Wing Sao. Congratulations. Put your hands together, please, for all of our finalists. And now it is my honor to announce our top 3 winners. In top 3, it is Ezequiel P. Mondejar. Our top 2 winner, Maria Junilla N. Ventura. And our top associate sales director is Novelin N. Natividad. A round of applause, please, for all of our winners. Congratulations to all of you. You make us proud. we have the top 15 property specialists. Here are the finalists: Giovanni Paulo Z. Vargas, Miradel D. Zapatero, Gemelin L. Domingo, Melchor E. Latumbo, Joey Boy A. Cole, Jennifer L. Aguacito, Francesca Marie S. Fernandez, Flavio E. Pineda, Arnel L. Pancho Jr., Maria Bernadette D. Zamora, Christine Suzanne L. Neri, and Mary Jane A. Alviar. Congratulations to all of our finalists. Now, for the winners. The top 3 property specialists are, in top 3, Jacqueline C. Candelario. Our top 2 winners, Dennis Maximo. And our top property specialist is Rina A. Calaor. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our last category, the top deputy sales head. For this award, we only have one winner. And the winner for the top deputy sales head is Anne Francis L. Tan. Congratulations, Miss Anne Tan. What a night it has been, and what a year for the SMDC sales force. Starting anew and moving from a tough few years was not easy. But as one SMDC sales force, we have made it through the storm and have come out even stronger. You have shown us that with your resilience, dedication, and power to get through the toughest of times, it can be done. More than just sales targets, it's about building back the lives and dreams of the Filipino people. And that is what you have done, what you will continue to do for many more years to come. That is the dream. That is your goal, and that is your purpose. There's so much more to conquer and so much more to achieve. But in the meantime, I would like to say congratulations to all of you, our winners, and it has been an honor to be your host. I am Isa Liton, and this has been the SMDC Sales Excellence Awards 2022. Thank you, SMDC Sales Force, home of the good guys.